Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
very cold Saturday night. It's the host Hills United taking on the Northwest Sydney Spirit in a game that could simply decide the season of both teams. Not much hidden in this relegation scrap. A few changes to get through lineups as the team's prepared for kickoff here. Thank you for joining us on the Football New South Wales YouTube page. I'm Dominic Cronidi. Hope you're staying warm tonight. Definitely warm up here in the media section of the Landed Stadium. Let's get straight to it. It's both sides, their final preparations before kickoff. This massive relegation 6-pointer. 3 points for the Spirit here would all but secure their spot in the top flight here for 2025. There's 3 points. Be hard to come by against a Hillside that'll be just as desperate to get a result after a disappointing loss here 7 days ago. So we'll get to the starting lineups, starting with the Spirit. Their coach, David Perkovic, forced to make a few changes after that massive loss in the Waratah Cup on Wednesday night to the Rockdale Linden. Their lineup is as follows in goals. Number 1, Chris Marquez. Number 4, Jared McKinley. Their captain. Number 8, Grant Cornwell. Number 10, Michael Cotstambo. Number 13, Simon Nicholas. Number 15, Takeru Sujita. Number 16, Ante Bakmash. Number 19, Jesse Michelle. Number 20, Jared Lum. Number 21, Jaden Tran. And number 36, Kaya Williams. Rounds out the starting lineup for the Spirit. Their bench. Number 5, Frankie Lukovic. Number 7, Richie Darko. Number 17, Jacob Chidiak. Number 18, Zach Chianci. Number 22, Giannis Furk. And number 31, backup goalkeeper, is Joel Wade. Missing a few big names are the Spirit. I can almost feel we're underway here at the Landon Stadium. Bit of a false start there from the man up top for Hills United, Yuakubu. Underway here, Hills running left to right in their traditional yellow home strip, and the Spirit in a relatively unseen this season away black and blue strip. Let's get to their starting lineup as well. Luke Casserly names his team as an early foul conceded, and the Spirit not wasting as much time as possible to get to this one. Their lineup, Hills United, is as follows. Number 1, Ryan Wood. Number 5, Daniel Potowski. Number 8, Maki Petrados. Number 9, Yuakubu. Number 11, returning to the starting lineup, Anthony Frangi. Number 12, Jordan Lane. Number 15, Noah Casserly. Number 16, Lachlan Sepping. Number 19, the captain today, Glenn Kelshaw. Number 22, Byron Jin. And number 27, Nicola Muller. Long clearance there, deflected. Very, very harsh deflection to the head of, might have been McKinley there on the right, and that's really going to hurt in these cold conditions. That's a nice way to warm the body up on what is a very, very cold night here. McKinley there. To the bench for Hills United, number 2, Raina Schmale. Number 7, Wade Giovanali. Number 10, Jamal Belcardi. Number 13, Cam Philp. Number 31, William Lucas. And number 77, Dimi Petrados rounds out the starting lineup for Hills United. It's our first goal kick of the afternoon, testing out the leg strength of Ryan Wood. Obviously, Spirit down a few men. Mentioned there, man who bagged both goals in that massive 2-0 win over St. George FC last week. Corey Kavanagh tearing his quad in training midweek. He's out, and that's a massive loss for the Spirit in a season where they've quite simply struggled to find the back of the net. Early strike here, never really challenging Ryan Wood there, and it's going to be another goal kick for the Spirit. Long kick by Wood. Kelshaw tried to head at it. It went the wrong way and flicking away is the throw-in taken very quickly by Nicholas. Nicholas been a stalwart for this Spirit side at the left-back position this season. A side that's been quite simply plagued by injuries so far, and suspensions as well. It's coming at the wrong time of the season, really, in a relegation scrap that is so tight. You look at the bottom 6 side, Spirit currently sitting above the rest, 4 points clear of really any danger at the moment. 27 points in 11th spot, and they are just one position away from St. George FC with 23 points at the moment. They've got a massive game tomorrow as well. An early cross here deflected away, and that's going to be our first corner of the game. It's gone the way of the Spirit, who have been the aggressor in the opening minute of this game. It must be said. Maybe a sense of urgency from the early attacks here from Spirit. Plenty of options in the box. Ball goes in, it's on target. Wood's gone to ground. Referee calling a goal kick, no foul in the lead up there, but definitely a get out of jail free card there. Wood was on the ground, and if there was more options there at the back stick for Spirit, very well could have had the opener. 90 seconds into this clash. Bit of a training tactic there. Possibly Ryan Wood had me looking down at the notes and was expecting to see the ball go well over halfway, and he's played it out short as Casserly now for Hills United. Playing it out the back, and we've seen this a lot last week in their 2-0 loss to the Sutherland Sharks. Just playing it around the back a little bit and then looking for these long diagonals across. They've got plenty of pace to burn in those wing positions, especially with Anthony Frangi returning to the fray. He's been in and out of the starting lineup in the last couple of weeks. Been a regular off the bench, one of the first off the bench there, as possession coughed up by Marky Petratos to be a throw for the Spirit. We know what Anthony Frangi brings to the table. It's goals, it's a bit of X factor. Obviously, Luke Casserly knows the importance of this game and knows the experience that he possesses. He scored in the biggest of games, Anthony Frangi, and Casserly putting his trust in him today as Muller's header is good from the throw, wins it back, and it falls back that way at the centre of the park to Nikolai Muller, but Nicholas is there to pick it up. Playing a long ball in over the top now. A few Hills jumpers going around. Long touch is heavy. Potofsky was first to it, but the danger's not cleared for the time being. Curling effort. Wood's got to get first to this. It's hit the post. And another shot across the bows there from the Spirit in the very early stages there. They are knocking on the door. It was Jesse Michelle who had the final shot there. It was deflected effort. Was from Jaden Tran. Went into the path of Wood, and Wood expecting to clear his lines there at the back stick was a little bit flat-footed, not first to it, and ultimately had his guard covered there at the front stick and did well enough in the end. But danger is not out for the moment. It's going to be another corner for the Spirit. Second of the game for David Perkovic's side. Plenty of options around Ryan Wood. He went to ground last time. Where's this one going to go? Right at the back stick and straight down the throat of Wood. Very, very calm and collected there, considering the amount of pressure that was around him. And he has been absolutely fantastic for Hills this year. It's hard to fault any of his performances this season, Ryan Wood. Header away there. And Spirit retaining possession now. McKinley playing it around the back. Bit of an unfamiliar situation so far for the Spirit. Haven't had much of the ball, but they've used their attacking chances definitely to their advantage in the early stages here. Hills yet to really enter the final third of the Spirit defence, but we know Spirit have had a tendency to open up a little bit when they go down the route of the wingers and the wing backs, if you will. Bit of a formational trademark, that of the coach David Perkovic. But now Hills looking to conjure up something, possibly a first chance of the game. Jinslow driven cross, a Kubu offside again. Kubu last week had a few chances gone the other way due to the offside flag, so It'll be a frustrating start there for the striker. See the flag go up. What could have been the first chance for the Hillside. Top scorer this season for Hills United, Yuakubu. Got 8 goals, and 2 of those goals massively coming 2 weeks ago against Manly United as they got a 2-0 win at Cromer Park. It can't be understated how important those 3 points are when you look at the bottom 4 now, or just separated by goal difference. Nicholas out back now for the Spirit. Tran out wide finds Michelle. Turns his man, which was Byron Gin, in the right back position. Bit of space here, another chance. Go on, begging for the Spirit. Hills defence coming out on top again. Just not as many numbers as they'd hope. Looking for that counter-attack. I'll have to bide their time. Now a chance with Kelshaw back in the middle to Muller. It's great football from Hills. Great little flick on there by Frangie. Muller's playing a Kubu through. Might have been offside. Flag stays down. But Trados gets it back in the middle. It's a good stop there. Kubu looking for it. Has Kelshaw on the right. Low-driven cross. Get him down low to it and cleared in the end there by Nicholas. Only as far as Casserly, who retains possession now. Heavy touch. Spirit with a chance to go the other way. It would have been a 1-on-2 attempt there for Jesse Michelle, who's probably got the pace to get past them, but Hills again. Coming out on top defensively. Good signs, just a bit of confidence booster there for Hills. For the first 5 or so minutes is dictated by the Spirit. But they've had a few chances like this that are just be sending a few shivers down the spine, if you will. Spirit, that midfield combination there, led by McKinley. They've had a couple of key intercepts, plenty of energy in the middle there. They don't really stop running, do they? That's a great interception, and now pace to burn. Long ball over the top. Ryan Wood out on his line a little bit, got away from him, looking for the front stick. Great stop in the end there, and it's going to be another corner, 3rd of the game for the Spirit. Just under 8 minutes gone and really looking potent in attack. Forced a couple of big defensive stops, and Ryan Wood very active in the early stages of this game, earning his paycheck tonight. First 2 went straight into the direction of Wood. It's going to be the same here. Front stick and pretty easy clearance. Pass back not as heavy as he'd like. Early cross. Cleared away by Casserly. No hesitation there on the header by Gin. First time efforts. Looked good, but straight down the throat of Ryan Wood. Good stop in the end there. Might have been straight at him, but a lot of venom behind that one. Very easy to get those ones wrong. And now the other way, Hills, Akubu with the first time pass, trying to find Frangie out wide and just didn't turn his body in time. Spirit retaining possession. Very entertaining first stanza of this game. Playing it back now with Casserly. Pushing plenty of numbers forward. Pressing off the ball, that is Spirit. Long diagonal, picks out a Kubu. Had to drop a little bit to get it, and it's a bit of an opening in the central area here, and Kelshaw picks out Gin. That's a great ball. Gin, first time cross. And it's going to be a first corner of the game for Hills United. Just like that, in really a blink of an eye. Hills conjuring something out of nothing. And a corner chance. Noah Casserly getting up for this. His lone goal this season coming from a corner. He headed in their lone goal win, a 2-1 loss to the Sutherland Sharks earlier in the season. Looks like Muller's on corner duties tonight. Very, very long cross at the back stick. It was there for Petovsky. But a desperation clearance from a couple of Spirit defenders gives them a chance to reset and go back over the halfway line now. Petrados. Frangie with a very heavy touch and hasn't worked out his way. Foul, stopping the counter-attack, and a very, very yellow card given out. Spirit looking to take this one quickly through Nicholas, but stopped by the heavy presence of Marky Petrados. That's a tough yellow card. I mean, you can understand it given the circumstances and how dangerous Spirit have looked on the attack, but he's going to be walking on eggshells for the rest of this game. And you've seen red cards this season just derail games. Seen it last Sunday, Sydney United and Rockdale, after going down to 10 men, Sydney United conceding 4 goals before half-time. Hope to keep it even for the time being. Clearance there by Petovsky. Bit of hesitation there, but he stuck the foot out and got to it. Now on the wide side is Muller. A long ball over the top. Kubu's going to need a good bounce to get to this one, and it does fall the way of Hills now. Just need a little bit of luck in situations like this, and they've definitely got the rub of the green there. Kubu trying to do his best to get past Kaya Williams, but very well shielded out. And a goal kick for the Spirit. Taken now from the back, Lum. Putting in a bit more of a deeper position than we're used to in that scenario then anyway. Nicholas assessing his options, wanted to go over the top but went low. Constabo holding it up, plenty of space out wide there. McKinley, long cross, maybe a little bit too much on that. It's going to skip out, and it's a goal kick and a wasted chance there for the Spirit. Looked good playing those balls and had plenty of space out wide and just fluffing his lines a little bit there. Hills will be very happy to see that and possession back their way. Still happy to push almost 5 bodies over the halfway line. Looking to force an error from this Hillside, who are very, very good taking it out from their own end. Cassidy and Petovsky very rarely making a mistake in that regard. That might not have been a commentator's curse because I was talking about 2 different people, so the footballing gods can stay away for a little bit longer, I think. Long ball over the top, needed a good bounce, but first to it, Chris Marquez. As reliable as you like it. Nicholas under a bit of pressure, and Hills giving Spirit a bit of a taste of their own medicine here with a couple of bodies forward, putting pressure on every single pass, but Spirit's numerical advantage coming out of the back was paying off for the time being, but long ball is only as far as Petovsky. A little bit of a heavy touch. Almost coughed up possession, and again possession almost coughed up. Deflected away and perfectly into the head of Yuakubu, who almost didn't header it and just copped a little falcon for his liking. Almost fell into the path of Marky Petrados, but he was still with the ball. All is well for the time being. Petovsky. Possession coughed up now and looking for the run over the top of Constambo. Good header by Jean. Bekovsky, solid clearance given the circumstances. Kelshaw's header back into the middle of the park. Great ball, first time over the top, but an even better stop there by Cassidy. It's not over though. Michelle out wide. Ball going into the back stick. It's just going to be kept in by McKinley. No, it's not. It's out for a goal kick, and a bit of deja vu there for the Spirit. Long ball over the top and a darting run down the left, skipping across the surface and just not holding up as it did last Saturday here as well. It was a very skippy surface. Players were struggling a little bit. Bit of grip on the boots. Been very active all up and down the right. the side. Playing the close option there with Jin. Picks out Muller. Diagonal ball over the top. Frangi's coming from the left into the central position. Looked for the aerial threat on the cross there, and it wasn't meant to be. And now a bit of pace to burn. Shujita. Long ball, but Cassidy again. Does well, but the clearance is out for a throw, and Noah Cassidy getting through plenty of work in these early stages. Looking very, very good. Sharp and on his toes as Glenn Kelshaw not giving any advantages there to Michael Constambo. And Simon Nicholas will have to retrieve this one for the throw. Nicholas only one real option there, and he found the head of Muller. Long clearance away, and Akubu. A bit of defensive work. Not on the last man, but a very, very quick clearance there by Kaya Williams. Will give possession to Hills by the way of a throw-in just over the halfway line. Great bit of tracking back there by Sujita. So another throw for Hills. He's put a pause on that attack for now. Moving now with Petrados, and tried to go for the no-look with Akubu, who was waiting for the ball on the ground. McKinley fouled there, and good bit of stoppage there, and it's a chance to get their breaths now. The Spirit. Marquez taking that one quickly. Long ball over the top. Good chance there, Sujita. Now out wide and retaining possession, which is a positive after the last couple of attacks. Went to nothing. Sujita at the edge of the box. Try to play it through to Michelle. Too many Hills bodies there for the time being. Just about everyone except Akubu back, preventing the chance there. Couple bodies, almost a self-inflicted wound there. It's a great stop. Williams. Attack's not over. Frangi over the top. Marquez. Johnny on the spot, getting to that one first. Turning quickly, Nicholas picking out McKinley. He thought maybe another counter-attack sparking there for the Spirit, but just biding their time a little bit longer. That's a great interception and pace to burn now. Got a couple of options, playing it through the middle. Frangi thought about it once or twice, went to the back stick. Kelshaw had to extend to get that one. Back stick, Iwakubu has the opener. And with the first shot on target for the night, Hills United take the lead. 20 minutes in, and Iwakubu has his 9th of the season.
Goal for Hills United. Scored by number 9, Iwakubu.
And the crowd is going wild here at the Landon Stadium. Iwakubu opening the scoring. They've had plenty of attacking choices. Kubu doesn't miss chances like that from that close. Massive, massive credit there to Kelshaw to pick him out in between the 3 central defenders that were all there in the box for the Spirit. I'd be disappointed with that, the visitors. They started off the game very, very well, but Hills just late bloomers in this one, if you will. Took a while to get their feet really into the deep end there. They could be back in it in a matter of moments if they can spark something out here. That's a good stop by Kelshaw, getting an assist and a defensive stop within a matter of moments. And now Muller pushing forward. Frangie came in centrally and essentially removed that option out on the left, which I think Muller was looking to go to. Probably not backing himself to get all the way through there on the left. It's a long ball. Now with Petrados. Out wide, Kelshaw's in plenty of space again. Try to go back into the middle. McKinley made a good stop. Good effort, deflected towards the path of goal. And that late lunge there might have just saved Spirit conceding a second. And it's going to be a corner the way of the hosts. Great first effort. But again, just desperation in defence. And Spirit, they're not out of this relegation scrap by any means. You can sense the desperation on both sides defensively. It's Petrados and Muller. Little meeting about this one and where this one's going to go. Petrados, little set piece routine, possibly 2 on this one. Never seen the likes of that before, but it's going to be Marky Petrados. At the front stick, cleared away. There was almost a chance there for Frangie. It's Jordan Lane who was on that one, not Nikolai Muller. Tried to clear that one and just absolutely sliced the right foot like a bad golf swing. Nicholas now recovering, and just a chance for the Spirit defence to just take a breath in and regain control now out the back. Nicholas. Kubu pushing forward, as is Kelshaw. Placing plenty of pressure on the defence coming out of their own end, but opening themselves up to potential counter-attack down the right flank, and that was a good stop there by Lane. If you're going to give credit to anyone on the first goal, it has to be him. Made the interception just before his own halfway line and darted all the way forward, picked out Kelshaw running through on the back stick, and he did even better to control that one and get it into the middle for Kubu. Found the back of the net from pretty close range. Looking to go again now through Petrados. Just not as many options, and Frangie goes first time over the top. Kubu gets a head onto it. He's got an option there, but just playing it back and going to get his side more numbers. Frangie again. Shows it, goes it. Nice little 1-2. Frangie again. Could have gone, but a bit too much pressure. Frangie goes for it. Just got underneath it. Never really troubled Chris Marquez. Goal kick for the Spirit. Just a quick chance to go around the grounds. See simultaneously going on. St. George City 3-0 over the Western Sydney Wanderers, as Sutherland Sharks and Sydney FC playing out a 1-1 draw, which could have big implications for Hills United here. You see the Friday game as well. Beautiful free kick by Marko Jezic, which you can see on the NPL New South Wales socials. Got the Marconi Stallions a 1-0 win over Manly United, which really almost drags them back into this relegation scrap. But for the time being, Hills United going from 15th to 12th if they can keep all 3 points. But Spirit will definitely have something to say about that if they can keep up this attacking pressure that they've shown in the first 20 minutes of this one. So Hills would leapfrog Sydney and Sutherland, who played out a 0-0 draw just a couple of hours ago, and would go 1 point clear of St. George FC Saints, who they play next week as well. 7 days' time at this ground. Got back-to-back St. George's. Here's Hills United, and finishing off the season with you know, probably the hardest run home in the competition, at home to Marconi and then away to Apia, and then a derby here at the London Stadium against Blacktown City to finish off the season, if you like. Blacktown will be fighting for supremacy in the top 4 spot in that one, but that's still weeks away. Task on them right now is to keep the 3 points and do it with defensive stops like that. Done very well to get a goal kick out of that. It almost looks certain to be a corner. Ryan Wood will collect this one, taking as much time as possible. Want to get to half-time up 1 goal, that's for sure. It's been a thrilling start to this one. Spirit, after a good start, attacking-wise, just calmed it down a little bit, playing a bit more conservative, if you will, coming out from their end, and Hills have really opened up both flanks, and showing plenty of danger in attack. This goal kick is intercepted, and calls for handball there by Byron Jin. Kubu pulling out all the tricks there, but his through ball to Kelshaw is intercepted by Nicholas. Now the other way with Constambo, try to pick out Sujita, and Muller first to it. Gasly back to Wood, first time clearance. Have to get rid of that one quickly. It could put through a Kubu. It's a great stop there by Kaya Williams, who's had a fantastic night so far. It's a free kick, goes the way of Spirit. Looking to get this one very, very quickly underway. Jared Lum pushing that one a couple of metres forward of where the foul was taken possibly, but don't seem to mind. Trying to pick out Williams at the back stick. Headers on target, but no real danger for Ryan Wood, who easily collects that one and sparking a quick attack now. Kelshaw just stopped in his tracks for the time being. That is Jordan Lane. Wide stepping. Casserly. Kelshaw's pass went straight into the path there of Constambo. It's the ongoing run of Sujita. Good header there, and has to get rid of this one very, very quickly. Good work there by Williams, showing what he can do going forward. Constambo. Kinley out wide. It's met first time by Jordan Lane. Just restarting this one now. Out from the back. Plenty of options in the box if they can get the early cross in here. Look for the back stick, but it went over the bar. It's going to be another goal kick there for Hills United. Spirit coming into this one. It's their 3rd game in 7 days. So he went down midweek in the Waratah Cup to Rockdale Linden. The week before on the Saturday, almost the same time that Hills United went down 2-0 to the Sutherland Sharks. They managed a massive 2-0 win over the St. George Saints and inadvertently dragged them back into the relegation scrap. The Saints, after just a couple of weeks after they parted ways with their manager, Jane Telsevsky. Very, very tight at the bottom of the table. It's the first time effort there by Lum. It was a cross, but into a wall of Hills defenders as Kelshaw had to shield that one out after getting the last touch, and Nicholas did well to get the throw. Lum deep in his own half now, as opposed to his usual central midfield spot. Interception by Lane, and first time to Frangie. He's cutting from the left plenty of times. Nice little 1-2 with Maki Petrados. Got Lane out wide, and he opts to go that way now. Ball into the middle, and much like the Spirit cross moments ago, it's going to go out without a chance to go in the middle. Picking that one up now, Chris Marquez. Maz takes that one quickly, and Lum was flat-footed. Byron Gin first to it. Hills, just as quickly as losing possession, will regain their attacking position and chance to get a ball into the middle. We've already scored that way with Uakubu's header just 10 minutes ago. Thought about the long throw, but went the quick option with the Kubu. Looked like he lost possession, and Petratus looking to get along with this one quickly. Picks out a Kubu. Great little flick on. Kelshaw with a chance. Cleared away, and it's going to be a corner for Hills United. Their third of the match. And they're really turning it on in attack. This is a real key, pivotal moment of the game. If Hills can get a goal here, you can really sense them just getting along with it and bagging 3 crucial points. The Spirit have looked good in desperate times in defence. Marky Petratos on this one. 5 options in the middle for him. Goes to the front stick. First time effort by Frangie. Falls to the edge of the box. It's Muller laying it off, going across the face and deflected away. Another first time effort and another deflection. Now Spirit with a few numbers, but the early pass over the top, a little bit too much power there. Out wide would have been Constabo. Getting away with one there. Probably both sides, to be fair. 2 or 3 chances, all first time efforts. Thinking about the highlight reels there. Petkovsky, Kubu has done well utilising his head in passing. And Spirit just unable to hold on to the ball these last couple of minutes. And that has definitely given the advantage back to the hosts. Sepping. Nice little 1-2, bit of space to move now. Sepping out wide to Frangie. He's cut in at every possible opportunity. Anthony Frangie loves doing it. It's looked good when given the opportunity. Central again there, Frangie. Petratos trying to win the ball back. That's a great interception there by Nikolai Muller. He's had his pockets picked there by Sujita. And an even better lunge, late lunge there by Lachlan Sepping to give possession back the way of Hills. Casserly now at the back. Plenty of options now. Kelshaw, the opening there for Muller. Muller fouled in the process there. Looked like an uncharacteristic pass, and seen McKinley with the late lunge, and Muller still down. Need a bit of treatment here. The veteran midfielder. Gives us a chance to look forward to the games tomorrow. We've got 4 games on Super Sunday. Starting off with the Central Coast Mariners hosting Blacktown City. So points there would be very crucial for the Mariners, who see themselves in at bottom spot at the moment, with Sydney FC and the Sharks playing out a draw, both getting a point each, dropping Central Coast to the bottom with 21 points, and 2 teams above them, the Sharks and Sydney FC, on 22 points. Currently standing, Hills would go into 12th, 24 points, in St George FC, who play tomorrow at 3 o'clock against the Wollongong Wolves. And the match of the round tomorrow, Sydney United hosting RPA Leichhardt, which that game could have massive implications for both sides. Seeding in the finals and Sydney United's aspirations to lock down a final spot in the final couple of rounds of this season. And rounding out the weekend's action is Sydney Olympic hosting Rockdale Linden, scoring goals for fun really. 8 goals in their last 2 games, Rockdale Linden. Alek Gudasevsky just about breaking every single one of his personal records so far. So if you want a good game to close out your weekend, that's one for you. But we've got a good game on our hands here as well. Spirit back on the attack now, Nicholas. Long ball over the top, and it almost looked like 2 Hills defenders there were out of position, but a late lunge at it. It's going to be a foul in a very dangerous position. Second card of the game. And that is going the way of the skipper. 2 yellow cards are ready for Hills. And And a bit of uncharacteristic stuff there, but you've got to do what you got to do when you're in a position like this and in a relegation scrap as they are now. Could look back at that at the end of the season and it won't matter. But in the grander scheme of this game, it's going to matter because Spirit, with a great chance here to either go from goal direct from the free kick or good angle to get a cross in. 3 or 4 options lying in the middle. Ryan Wood's got his work cut out for him here, that's for sure. Jared Lum standing over this one. Thought about it, it would. All he had to do was stay in position there, really. He caught it. That shot did have plenty of power on it. Still relatively routine stop for the Hills United keeper. Playing it out his feet now. Only as far as Nicholas, though, and Spirit right back on the throats of Hills. McKinley playing the way he sees it. No nonsense midfielder there. Jared McKinley. First time option and it's stopped there. He's had a good game so far, Jordan Lane. Can't fault his performance at all. He's gone through plenty of work on that left side, and Frangie, we know he loves cutting in through the middle. It's opening up that flank for him. Utilised it in the first goal and be a big point of emphasis going forward for the remainder of this game. Long throw. Headed away by Muller. Into a dangerous position, and the header back there from Petratos is a bit dangerous, but they've probably gotten away with it. Not for long with the incredible pressing skills that Spirit have been showing in the early stages of this one. They'll win it back with a throw, and right back where they started with another long throw opportunity. Almost a set piece, this one. First head was that of the Hills defender and cleared away. First time go at it, and again a very routine save for Ryan Wood. Hasn't been tested to the fullest of his capabilities so far, but he has been made to work. Kelshaw, a little bit of a heavy touch, and maybe a throw for Spirit. Simon Nicholas has had plenty of activity in this first half here. Very high usage rate down the right side. Hills United with skipper Kelshaw. And plenty of early ball. McKinley to Nicholas. Williams. I think for the Spirit as well, that magic number last year was 32 points to ensure survival. 5 points off that at the moment. And they've got a relatively difficult run home as Tran and Kelshaw bumping into each other, but last touch the way of left-sided winger there for the visitors. Kubu calling for it on the head. Gets it back into the path of Petratos. Muller sticking out a foot to retain possession, and Lachlan Sepping now just getting it back under control for Hills. So Hills got a St. George double the next 2 weeks, hosting the Saints before travelling to Penshurst to play City. Back to the attack there. McKinley tried to play it through there and was tripped up. It's going to be another free kick for the Spirit. They've definitely been winning in that department, the early free kicks. Just about everyone forward for Spirit. A couple of options at the edge of the box, which is where a lot of those have gone. Backmash was up for it. Possession coughed up, and Tran back to Williams, slipping on it. And it was calls for a free kick, but it's not going to go that way, and Sepping did well to win his team back possession. Akubu was a bit flat-footed. Tran now. Tried the spin to get past Jin. Didn't work that time. And Kelshaw caught up by the referee there for preventing the throw from being taken. Already got 2 yellow cards the first half here, Hills. We don't want to be seeing too many more of those. Sepping chesting it back the way of the Hills attack, and Petrados sticking a foot out. Be called handball against Hills number 8. And again being called up for halting the play. Williams looking to get going with it and just holding the ball up strategically that way by Hills, because Spirit's showing what they can do with a bit of pace and attack. McKinley with a great pass. Ball across the deck. It's going to go out. Depends if it's a corner or a goal kick, and a great result for Hills there. Great defense by Petowski to win a goal kick there. McKinley, we've seen that plenty of times this game with him occupying space out on the right. Also in a bit of space, much like his stepbrother, professional wrestler Jimmy Townsend, doing great things in that family, plenty to be proud of. So foul again there, but it's going to be a throw on the furthest touchline for Spirit, and the Hills bench are up in arms about that one. Not happy about that at all, and obviously they had the best view in the house to it.
The fourth official has indicated 1 minute of time to be added on.
Final 60 seconds here in the first half. Spirit have been knocking on the door the last couple of minutes. They'd love to go into the break even. On the other hand, it's a Hills defense that's just as reluctant to concede. Frangie with the first time, ball over the top. It was coughed up there by Akubu. Taken quickly now. Try to flick it over the top, and both the centre backs getting involved there to put that one out for a goal kick, and that very well could be the last play of this first half. Ryan Wood would like to think so. And that's it for the first half. It's Yokubu's strike in the 20th minute, which separates the two sides. A fascinating first half. Plenty of attacking chances. Back and forth in terms of dominance. But plenty to think about for both sides. Hills United currently with 3 crucial points. They'll look to hang on to that in the final 45. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Please join us back in there. But for the time being, feel free to switch over to St. George City and Western Sydney Wanderers for the conclusion of that game. Welcome back to the Landon Stadium second half. Just about to get underway here. Spirit kicking off left to right. Down 1-0 was Yukubu's strike in the 20th minute. It separates the sides for the time being. But all to play for in the final 45 minutes here. As McKinley gets us underway. It's a quick diagonal pass out to Tran. He's had his pockets picked there by Byron Gin, and possession going back to Hills just as quickly as the second half getting underway. And just as quickly as we say that, the commentators striking very conveniently there as throw in the way of Spirit taken there quickly by Grant Cornwell, the skipper, who didn't have too much of a say in the first half. That'll probably change here in the second. Defensively and attackingly just struggled to find his footing in this one, as both sides opted to go to the left there as a bit of a collision out there on the further sideline, giving the visitors a throw, the free kick, I should say. Taken quickly there by Jin. Back, it's the skipper with a bit of room to go forward if he wishes. Diagonal ball across to Kelshaw. Good touch to get it onto the left. Try to play it across to Akubu, but backmash was there. Backmash, Nicholas and Williams weren't going to be beaten, really. That many players around, it was always going to be a struggle there. Kelshaw had the chance to shoot, but selflessly giving it to Akubu. Last time he found the back of the net, he bagged a double, and he's looked the goods in the opening 45, and a strong start to this second half. The Hills United striker, but Spirit looking to have their say now. Ball in to the middle, and it's a pretty simple clearance there by Casserly. Nice little flick out pass to Frangie. Caught up there by Cornwell, and McKinley now. Think about the shot. First time effort deflected away there. Off the chest of Muller. Cornwell. Out to Tran. Cutting back in on the left. There's a bit of space there with Sujita, but up to play it back. He's been a bit of an X factor and a spark for them with a nice little 1-2 there with McKinley. Looking for it again. McKinley has a go, but Casserly meets him to it and doesn't let him get the shot off. Flicks straight back out, but into the dangerous feet, that of Simon Nicholas. Score update around the grounds thanks to 1-on-1 here with Marquez first to it. Very brave effort. And he sparked an attack now. Headed through on goal, but it's offside. As we got caught up there, we were just checking the live scores thanks to Dave McDonald, the reliable ground announcer, the voice of the Landon Stadium, some say. Western Sydney Wanderers 0, St. George City 5. So we said it at the top of the call. Last season's magic number was 32 points, which is currently what the Western Sydney Wanderers sit on, and they have really hit a late season skid of form. You never say never in this competition, but the way things are going, you just can't rule them out. There as a attacking opportunity going to waste there for the way of the visitors. Michelle had that ball played through there, but just to that little physical battle with Potofsky, unable to get to it. It's going to be a goal kick for Ryan Wood, who's had a stellar start to this game. Just been positional awareness has been very, very good so far for Ryan Wood. He's made a handful of saves, but he's made them all look really easy. A lot of venomous shots going towards him, just going straight down the throat. He had a lot of early pressure to fend off, especially from those set pieces from the Spirit, as Cornwell with a first-time clearance away, and having his say the other way is Potofsky. All bouncing around the middle, Akubu's header. Frangie, chance to play him through, does that well. First to it was Williams, but one back now by Frangie. First time pass from Lane. Bit of a tricky flick over the top there by Petrados, a little bit too much, and Spirit get the ball back from a throw now. Corner will take this one. So, as we said earlier in the first half, just took them a little bit to get into this game, Hills United, but they've looked back to their best since then. But that is a fantastic ball over the top. Cutting in now. Playing it to Lum. One more to Tran. That's a fantastic pass in the middle. The clearance was a little bit botched, but at the back stick was Byron Jin to clean up the scraps. And Frangie looking to send Akubu through first time. One-on-one with Williams. Gets away from him now. Akubu dragged off the ball. Advantage played. Still a chance here for Akubu. Went for the back stick, but couldn't get past Backmash. And the header away from McKinley into the path of Lum. Now back with Marquez, and breathe in now, Spirit defenders. It was cleared for a couple of seconds, and momentarily they'll be called back into action, you'd say. Kelshaw. Cutting back in the middle to Muller. Here he is again with the ball, the skipper. Very out wide position, Petrados. Can he get it back across the face of goal? It was there for Akubu, but Backmash again first to it. And now the other way, Sujita. Numbers forward, Michelle started making the run through the middle, but the pass was cut off there cleverly by Kelshaw. And across the face, that diagonal pass picked out by Jordan Lane. And back with Ryan Wood. Just a really crazy start to this second half. Both sides eager to find the back of the net in the early stages. Hills United have controlled those proceedings so far, but the Spirit bouncing back on the counter-attack a few times. So the attacking threats being posed on both ends on display here in the early stages of this second half. Out from the back now, a little flick on there, Backmash taken to ground. It's going to be a free kick first of the second half, and Muller giving a little tap on the back. No harmful intentions there by the veteran midfielder. Now Cornwell. McKinley, first time pass, tried to get it past Lane. He had Tran there in plenty of space because it forced Frangie into a temporary defensive position. Obviously an attacking threat, but not much experience in those defensive positions. As the ball over the top, Lane thought about heading it back, but just had to get rid of it. His ball straight into the path of Cornwell, headed back into Tran. Over the top, first time ball from Lum, and Jin heads it away. Bursting onto it is Kelshaw. Tried to play it out wide to Akubu. Under a bit of pressure there was Williams. But a cool, calm, collected pass there from Ante Backmash. McKinley out wide with Tran now. Across the face. Chance here for Michelle. Good clearance. And another good deflection there by Frangie, using his long frame to put off the cross there at Cornwell, who went down low, and Cassidy was first to it. And Kelshaw. The first touch was a little bit heavy, as is that shot over the bar. And a chance just for both sides to catch their breath. They haven't stopped in the first 8 or so minutes of this second half, but surefire way to get the fans going here. Cold night, but it's heating up here in the second half. Wood with a deep kick, and it's only found the head of Nicholas. Bit of a risky pass back there from Lum, and even riskier pass back from Nicholas into the path of Marquez, who had to use all his pace to get first onto that one. Frangie flicking it on. In the middle now is Muller. Over the top, trying to find Akubu. Maki Petrados try to beat Marquez to it. But on the spot, Marquez, after almost being beaten to that ball just moments ago, learned his lesson, and one of the more reliable keepers in this competition, two of the most reliable keepers really in this competition going at it tonight. Love playing it out from the back, especially Marquez. He's almost a sweeper keeper, if you will. Lum almost thought about the shot, but just tried to dink it across there. Kinley now at the edge. Long diagonal picked out by Jin. It's Connor Starbo who wins the foul for Spirit. They look dangerous in the first half with their set-piece chances. They'll get another opportunity here. Sujita standing over this one alongside Lum, who's taken the majority of the crosses so far. Probably won't go for goal from here. Just about everyone forward. Nicholas, the only man back for David Perkovic's side. Lum's ball in. It's on target. Headed away, and Wood's going to be first to it. Taking a little bump in midair, but happy to play on with the action. The man in the middle, Jay Coutinho. Now Gin, and it's a heavy touch by Muller. Possession coughed up in a very dangerous area now, but that's a good bit of defensive tracking back there by Lane just to momentarily stop the attack. Possession's going to stay the way with the Spirit though. McKinley's header. Sujita back out to McKinley, making space out wide. Had Connor Starbo in the middle, but just playing it safely for the time being. Ball over the top. It's Connor Starbo now. Had his pockets picked by Jin. The other way, Kelshaw. Kelshaw firing it back into the middle as a risky pass, and it didn't pay off for the Hills captain. Good interception there, Jared Lum. Bursting forward with a McKinley. McKinley playing it through. Michelle gets past 1 and 2, and it's deflected, but only as far as Connor Starbo playing it across the face, a goal, and first time clearance had to be perfect from Lane, and it was, but the chance is still here for Spirit. Tran had the overlapping run of Cornwell, and Williams showing off what he can do going forward, getting past Petrados and making plenty of room now. Lum trying to play the 1-2 to his centre back, intercepted, and Frangie with a bit of space to go forward now. He's had his pockets picked, and you can just feel the momentum shifting back the way of the visitors. Almost similar to the way they started the first half. Let the game get away from them a bit towards the back end there, but definitely evening out now in terms of attacking chances for both sides. Nicholas. Back to Cornwell, who tried to play McKinley, and just a little bit too much for the two experienced Spirit campaigners. Frangie thought about the long throw to Kubu, who's going to have a pretty sore head tonight, the amount of headering he's done. It's good to give him a rest. Already found the back of the net with the head. And calls for a throw there, but it's going to be a foul. Marky Petrados getting a little physical there with McKinley and Lum in the tackle, and they've conceded the foul. Obviously Hills with 2 yellow cards in the first half, none just of yet to the Spirit. Full time at Penshurst, St George City getting a 5-0 win over the Western Sydney Wanderers. Goals galore in that one. There's been plenty of chances for that here, as Marquez didn't really look like a mistake, almost an intentional drop there, just bouncing it in his own grip there. And Akubu sneakily sticking a foot out there. You never know what could happen. Worth a try for sure. Now in a bit of a dangerous position is Backmash. Forced to play it back to Marquez, and Cornwell darting past Frangie. Tran's touch is a little bit too heavy. Muller trying to head it over the top to Frangie. Frangie heads it over the top. Akubu first time. Akubu! What a goal! Akubu gets his second of the night, and it is an absolute screamer. Chris Marquez couldn't do anything about it, and Hills United have their second.
Hills United scored by number 9 in his second of the night, Akubu. Hills United 2, Northwest Sydney Spirit 0.
Couldn't have hit that one any better, Akubu. He's hit double figures for the season now. That's his 10th. And Akubu delivering the goods for Hills United. It's 2-0 now. And what 3 points could do to them in terms of their fight for survival here. The massive match next week against the Saints. And a win there could almost secure their spot in the top flight for 2025. Akubu's through again now. Past one, Akubu. Petrados back to Frangie, gets it onto the left. His touch is a little bit too heavy, and Cornwell gets onto it. But even quicker to the ball now. Frangie goes for it from distance. Akubu again, but he's offside. And it could have been a hat-trick, and it could have been a Frangie assist to an Akubu goal for the second time in 2 minutes. And Akubu is giving the Spirit all kinds of trouble in attack. Now Muller. Time and space to think about this one. Stepping out wide to Kelshaw. Here's the goal scorer. Petrados taken out, and a chance to set something up now. As Nikolai Muller pleads his case to Jair Coutinho in the middle, saying that should be a card. It's both the senior men there just having you'd say a friendly word to the man in the middle. As plenty of movement on the sideline. As the Spirit making their first substitution of the game. Jaden Tran coming off. Free kick taken here. Frangie one-on-one with Cornwell. Gets past him. Know what he can do from that angle. Flicks it on to Petrados, but it's intercepted by Backmash. Confirmation of the substitution there as a free kick for Hills United. So Jacob Chidiak coming on for Jaden Tran as a foul given away there. And first yellow card of the night to the Spirit. It's going to go to Jared McKinley.
Substitution for Northwest Sydney Spirit. Coming off, number 21, Jaden Tran, being replaced by number 17, Jacob Chidiak.
Confirmation of the substitution there, but Hills with all the momentum and a chance to possibly seal the 3 points if they can get something from this free kick. Petrados at the back stick. Kelshaw stuck a foot out to it, just didn't get enough power, and it was definitely on target. But Marquez, no real troubles there. And very, very quickly looking to start something here for Hills. This game is fired up out of absolutely nothing. It was the goal from Uakubu, and then he found the back of the net probably about 60 seconds later, but he was offside. And that has given life and a second win to both these sides, as Chidiak with his first involvement here. Taking up Jaden Tran's spot on the right as he absorbs into the middle there for the time being. Sujita does well to get past Kelshaw. Thought about playing it out wide to McKinley. Go the other way, but Conestabo gets past one. Can't get past Jin there. And first corner of the second half for the Spirit. Their fourth of the game. Can just sense it. Momentum. Everything going the way of Hills, but Spirit clawing their way back into it. Cross deep at the back stick. Headed away by Frangie. And a first time clearance. Not messing around there. Lachlan Sepping. There's another substitution here. Perkovic taking off Jared McKinley, who found himself in the referee's book just moments ago. McKinley put in a very good shift. Now Hills looking to put the icing on this one. Kelshaw! Another extraordinary strike. Hills United are up 3-0. And Kelshaw from distance puts the icing on this one. And you got to think that's all 3 points for Hills now.
Goal for Hills United. Scored by your skipper Glenn Kelshaw. Scores now Hills United 3, Northwest Sydney Spirit 0.
Sensational strike from Kelshaw, just his second of the season. Some strike. And Hills 3-0 up against the Spirit now. Don't count them out of it just yet.
Substitution for Northwest
25
Sydney.
minutes to go. Anything can happen, but 3-0 is an almighty task to come back from. Frangie picks the pockets of Cornwell, playing it through, try to find a Kubu, but Petrados putting on the afterburners to keep this one alive. Does very well to keep it in. Petrados in the middle, cleared away by Williams. Not the strongest of clearances, but Chidiac won't complain. Michelle, who's moved out to the right now. Sujita looking to play as almost a shadow striker role with Michelle up top. Chidiac on the right supporting him. The throw taken. Kubu heading it back onto his right foot. Kubu's on a hat-trick, almost got put through there, but both the centre-backs working hard there for Spirit to get the ball back, and Lum playing Nicholas out now. Does very well to get past the goal scorer there, Kelshaw. And back through the middle now with Williams. Mash trying to get past Kelshaw, lost the ball and losing possession. Long throw there from Jin. It's a Kubu, plenty of space to work with, but stopped momentarily there by Nicholas. A quick throw there. Try to flick it on to Kelshaw, but just didn't get the desired amount of power on it. Miss-swung it a little bit and it's gone straight out. The throw intercepted in the middle there, making long strides forward, and a bit of an aerial duel there with Muller. And now Chidiac with pace to burn and space to go forward. Got three options at the back stick. That's a great challenge there by Anthony Frangie, working hard in defence to get back and stop the attack. That was a really dangerous opportunity there for Spirit. And now in a bit of a tricky situation is Muller. Possession collected by Sepping and not messing around as Maki Petrados. First time tried to get it to Kelshaw and the bounce wasn't kind to him. And Nicholas making up ground to recover possession for the Spirit. Marquez, long ball over the top. Header's going to have to be perfect from Michelle. Aerial duel won there by Cassidy. There was cause for a foul. Play on for the time being. Michelle out wide. Nicholas fake the cross to get past Muller. Sujita. Physical battle there with Petrados. It's won it for the time being. Pass 1 and 2 there was Lukovic. Now a chance, getting it across the face of goal. A little bit in two minds there between a cross and a shot, and Ryan Wood, as calm as you like, whole body over that one. Plays it out to a Kubu. Was first onto it with the head, but flicked it on, and being the last man, no one behind him besides Chris Marquez. Keeps it out from going out for a goal kick and playing it through with Backmash and Williams. Now Lum out wide to Conestabo. Backmash again's made strides going forward. Conestabo has to get past Cassidy if he wants to do something here. He's been dispossessed by the Hills centre back, who's won his side a foul for the time being. Wood just looking to chew up a bit of clock here. thrilling game we've had so far. Just about to hit the 70th minute mark. No movement as of yet on the hillside. They're all being warmed up though, and we've seen plenty of movement last time they played here 7 days ago, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Chidiak's header is into the path now. Frangie does well to get his little flick past Lum. Kelshaw holding it up and perfectly waiting that one for the run of Jin on the overlap. Can he get to this bar? And Jin, it's a good stop in the end there, and it's going to be a corner for Hills. 4th of the game for them. Their first of the second half. Stepping up to that one, it's going to be a Marky Petrados cross from the right. Very deep cross in, the header, not the desired contact he would have liked there, Noah Casserly. Fakes the shot, looking for the cross, but he's going to have to get past Nicholas, who's an expert in these situations. Does very, very well there. I think that was the opposite of the commentator's curse, almost predicted the future there. Soft pat on the back for that, as he just stabs his clearance into the foot of Noah Casserly and gives his side a goal kick, which is taken very quickly by Chris Marquez, but intercepted just as quickly by Lane. Frangie had 3 Spirit midfielders to get past, and he wins a foul for his side, Anthony Frangie. From a bit of distance here, Frangie, we know he can strike him. Bit of a set-piece specialist from the dead ball. But he's going to pass on duties to Petrados. He's got Kelshaw in acres of space. Caught the Spirit defense napping a little bit there, Kelshaw, as he chests the cross from Petrados into the path back of that back 5. And it's worked out very well now for Spirit, as Sujita playing Conestabro through. Cuts it back on his left, and running onto that one in the middle of the park is Cornwell. Quick pass out wide. Chidiak, first time across the face. Clearance was sliced. It had to be dealt with by Muller, and now it's Nicholas in the middle. Back out to Chidiak. Loopy first touch. Going down the byline, trying to get it across the middle. And Petowski coming out the winner there. Little dink over the top, was trying to find the feet of Yuakubu, who's pointing to his feet. It'll have to work back now. The Spirit still possessing a lot of numbers in attack and plenty of threats going forward. Lukovic now to Chidiak, the 2 substitutes linking up. His pass is a little bit too heavy there, Jacob Chidiak, as Marky Petrados almost gravitated towards Cornwell there. Just shrugging that one off, calls for a foul. Waved off very quickly by Lee Coutinho in the middle of the park. And Lum now to backmash. We've seen this plenty of times in the second half. Darting forward and acting as an extra role in midfield is the experienced Ante backmash to Sujita. Wins it back, still going Sujita. Casserly lunged forward to stop it. And out wide again to Chidiak. Loose touch, and Cornwell does very well, composed to get past Frangie. In an advanced position now, Cornwell picks out Lum. Chidiak again's made himself available on the right. Cuts back in on the left, back on the favoured right, back across the face of goal. But a pretty simple clearance there by Petowski. And now Frangie has Kelshaw in acres of space and no one's seen it. It's a bit of a tricky one there for Kelshaw because you can't call for it that hard. You attract the defensive of the other side. But it's gone that way anyway. Kelshaw has the overlap of Jin. Goes that way again. Jin cutting it back in. It was almost there for a Kubu, but Marquez, the late lunge there by Jin, lost a bit of momentum in that one, and Chris Marquez happily gobbling that one up as Hills United lining up at double substitution now, their first of the game. Clearance stabbed away into the path of Frangie, who's been taken out by Jesse Michelle, working back in defence. A chance for them to attack now. Hills United with the ball back through Jin. Look for a stoppage of play here, Hills. They'll hold the momentum if they can. Get the ball back and just stop play for the time being. Corner, a great pass to pick out Chidiak. The overlapping run. Now the other substitute, Lukovic. Darting forward into that one was Chidiak, and the foul conceded there by Nikolai Muller. And a chance for Hills to make a double substitution. So a free kick in dangerous territory for the Spirit. Jared Lum's looked good from set pieces so far. He's got Sujita as the close option to his right, and at the edge of the box, Conestabo as well. Nicholas, the lone man back, and everyone else not mentioned in the box. But this is a great chance for Lum to have a go at it if he wishes. And then plenty going in on this one as well. Lum at the back stick. The header's good, but it's a pretty good clearance in the end there. Say that as it fell only as far as Nicholas, and he tried to play it out wide. No one home for Spirit. Early clearance, tried to play Iwakubu through, but Nicholas is back there cleaning up the scraps for the visitors. Lum and Frangi going at it. Frangi could have been called up for the foul there, but the referee playing advantage as he deems that one a fair challenge from Nikolai Muller. Getting the shoulders out to retain possession for his side, and it could work out very well. Jin's made plenty of those overlapping runs here in the second half, and it's worked out well for them now as it could here across the middle. Akubu turning, goes at the front stick, and he's got his hat-trick, Iwakubu. It's 4-0 for Hills United. Credit to Byron Jin on that one. Continuing to make the overlapping run. Got it in, but even better from Iwakubu. It's 4-0 Hills.
United, scored by number 9, Iwakubu. Scores now Hills United 4, Northwest Sydney Spirit 0.
A double substitution here for Hills United. Frangi and Lachlan Sepping making way. Jamal Belcardi will occupy Frangi's position as he takes his time getting off there, as another substitution being made here for the Spirit as well. Looks like Zach Chansey's come on as well, and he'll play alongside Chidiak in a more attacking formation for David Perkovic. So Kubu with a hat-trick. He's looked dangerous every time he's touched the ball.
Substitutions for Hills United. Coming off number 16, Lachlan Sepping. Number 11, Anthony Frangi. Being replaced by number 10, Jamal Belcardi. And number 13, Cam Philp.
It's Cam Philp. The second substitution there for Luke Casserly. Will be buzzing, as will the Hudson Hotel after this one. The 4-0 win. But can they stop the clean sheet for the time being? Across the face, a goal, and Spirit have one back. It's a good goal. And it was the fresh substitute, Zach Chianzi, set that one up. And quickly getting this one back to halfway. It's 4-1 the way of the Spirit. Conestabo making no mistakes from close range there. They've spoiled the celebration, spoiling the clean sheet, but it's still 4-1 Hills United.
Michael Conestabo.
So Richie Darko as well coming on the left side. So Conestabo moving more into a central position, you'd assume, as Darko occupies his natural spot out wide. Fantastic talent for the Spirit. So Philp with his first real play since coming off the field. He tried to play it over the top to Akubu. Possession coughed up, but gone back their way just as quickly as the commentator's curse strikes again. It's going to be a free kick for Hills, just meters after the halfway line.
Substitutions for Northwest Sydney. Coming off,
he's taking this one out wide to Kelshaw, who's made a home with that right sideline. It's Chansey now. Good work to get past a couple of tracking back there, but it's going to be a free kick, and kicking the ball away, Cam Philp. He's been on the field for about 2 minutes and he's in the book. Third yellow card of the game for Hills United. Standing over this one, thought about the long ball over the top, but just played the safe option to back mash and return to sender now with Cornwell. Over the top, try to pick out Jacob Chidiak. It's never really going to trouble the defence or Ryan Wood there, who calmly touches that one and playing it out wide now. Casserly. It's the option for Wood. As he goes that way, and his touch is a little bit heavy. Chidiak was first to it, but it's going back the way of Hills. Another heavy touch falling their way. Calls for a foul there. Waved off. Or try to play through now to... Kind of Starbo jumps over the top of that one. Good little clearance there by Casserly. Muller to Kelshaw. Headed on by Akubu. And a one-on-one battle there. Both men have gone down. And a foul called the way of the Spirit. Taken very quickly. Cornwell's under pressure there by Belcardi, the substitute. Cornwell, quick one to backmash. Playing it to Connor Starbo, who's got Darko on his left if he wants. Goes that way. Richie Darko across the face of goal. Chidiak was there and had to get to it first, was Petovsky. Now Belcardi with a nice ball through to Philp. Plays it back that way to the number 10. Belcardi tried to play Akubu through, who had space, but the angle was cut off by a backmash. Over the top ball now to Chianti. Thought about playing it to Darko, but plays it back to the experienced Cornwell. Now backmash again, drifting forward. Through now to Chidiak. His touch was heavy and Jordan Lane dispossessing him there. Chidiak wins it back after the clearance. Found his head, but it's only as far as the skipper, and a fantastic touch there by Philp. Just the wrong way, unfortunately. Williams spotted Darko out in space, but went short to Sujita. Now in a bit of space out wide is Chansey. Goes once, goes twice. Back and forth he goes. He's got to get past Lane, and getting the better of him there was the Hills defender. It's going to be the 5th corner of the game for the Spirit. And Richie Darko, fresh legs off the bench, stepping up for this one. Darko at the back stick. There's a Kubu doing a bit of defensive work there. There's a man gone to ground. Lukovic with space. And that's a good stop by Nikolai Muller, and prevents her from going out for a corner as well, with deeper throw in as you like. Lukovic could have just gone at it first time, risked the deflection, faked it a couple times, went to the left, but Won't matter in the end. Free kick for Hills United. And a chance to reset and just calm things down as they line up another double substitution here. Possibly Wade Giovanali and Dimi Petrados coming on. Bit of lightning in a bottle. Bit of energy for those tiring legs in the middle now. So Maki Petrados making way for Dimi Petrados. And Nikolai Muller making way for Wade Giovanali.
Substitution for Hills United. Coming off number 8, Maki Petratos. And also number 27,
Lane
Nikolai Muller.
playing it quickly there to Philp, and now Petovsky. Early touch for Dimi Petrados. First since coming off the bench as Akubu's heavy touch has gifted Spirit a counter-attack the other way. Chidiak out wide to Chianci. Cutting it in there, and it was Cornwell who making his first real attacking run of the game there. Tried to play it back across the face. It's cleared out just as quickly, and it's going to be a throw here by the way of the Spirit, taken quickly by Lukovic. Back-to-back mash. And Williams with a bit of space to go forward, but he's got Yuakubu for company. Sujita leaves that one. And it's Conestabo. Try to play it to Sujita. Possession lost. And now one-on-one battle. It's Nicholas and Akubu. But the Spirit defenders winning that battle. And playing it through to Williams, and a chance to conjure up something in the late stages of this one. Chidiak tried to play it out wide to Chianci, and it was a pretty simple interception by Lane, and now with Cassidy. Wood back that way, number 15. Long ball over the top. Kelshaw might have been offside, but it's still going to be on if he can get to that one. Byron Jin, not meant to be. Goal kick for the Spirit. Lukovic getting things restarted for the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Chianci out wide. He's had plenty of activity since coming off the bench. They've almost solely gone to that right side. Cornwell taken out by Dimi Petrados. Might be lucky to avoid a yellow card here. Referee keeping his hands away from his pockets. That would have been the 4th of the game for Hills United. And you don't want those adding up, especially at these late stages of the season. Lukovic's cross. It's a good one. The header away there by Cornwell was just a little bit out of reach of Richie Darko at the back stick. Probably wasn't a shot as such, just flicking it with the back of his head, trying to find a teammate. And possibly the last attacking chance of regulation here for the visitors. So you've got to think the monumental 3 points that is all but secured to go that way of the hosts, Hills United. So now just 3 points will be separating them on the ladder. The Spirit on 27 points and Hills now on 24. And obviously with Central Coast Mariners hosting Blacktown City tomorrow, they're awaiting that result to see if there's any changes in terms of their position at the end of this round 25, with all sides caught up now. No more games to play. Chianci back in the middle. First time effort. Deflected away, but only as far as Lukovic. Got underneath it. And Ryan Wood claps his hands because he knows that was on target and that was looking good if you could get a good connection on it, but just underneath it in the end. This is the final substitution of the game being lined up here for Luke Cassidy as we enter the final 60 seconds of regulation. As Rainer Schmal coming on now, and it's going to be Noah Cassidy making way for the second week in a row coming off for Rainer Schmal.
for Hills United. Coming off, number 15, Noah Casserly, being replaced by number 2, Raina Smale.
Wood had a good ball there to find Akubu, headed it onto himself, and determined that Akubu went out probably about 10 metres before he got into a dangerous position there. Looked close from this angle, but referee had a better shot of it than we did. Nicholas now. Good ball to pick up Sujita. He's got Philp for company, who wins the ball back. Has to get it past Darko. A little outside, the foot pass from Byron Gin doesn't work out. Straight back into the grip of Williams, who just throws it over the top, and Gin will easily pick that one up, sending it back to Wood. Putting it back in the middle. Philp first up to it. Doesn't get the header as he desired though, and it's possession the way back of the visitors. Going the ground there, look like Sujita. Now a bit of a chance to dart forward Wade Giovanali. Sorry, it was Dimi Petrados who tried to play Yuakubu through. He's got through a mountain of work. The hat-trick hero for Hills. Running onto that one, Cornwell. Back in the middle, Chianci. Arms are up for offside. Flag stays down, won't matter. Wood clears it. Headed back into a dangerous path by Backmash. Giovanali out wide to Kelshaw. His touch is a little bit heavy, and Nicholas darting forward now. Looking to get one more back, the Spirit. Darko plays it in the middle. It's a stab at it by Connor Starbo. Now Kubu and Cornwell fighting for that one. It's going to be a free kick for the travelling side. Taken quickly by Backmash. Lukovic out to Chidiak. And Chianci waits for that one to come to him. Cornwell shifting it back into the middle. Nice little 1-2 there by Sujita, but Chidiak's pass is too heavy. And now forward is Yuakubu. Maybe 10 metres offside. But won't matter. He's got his 3 goals already. He's earned a beer or 2 after this one. Cornwell, long ball over the top. Cleared by Schmal. Good touch by Dimi Petrados, using his long frame to hold off Lukovic. And going to ground there was Giovanali, and cleared back away by Daniel Lane. Thought that was going to be full time there, but it's going to be one last throw of the dice for the Spirit, looking to get a second goal. Just about 60 seconds to go. We're really set up for the cross there. As Cornwell played it back to Backmash. Cornwell with the long aerial ball, and Ryan Wood gets on top of that one and goes to ground. Great performance by Ryan Wood today. Making it look easy between the sticks. The long clearance. Looking to get it out and looking to get to full time with the 3 points. Another late surge here from Spirit. Chianci. Finding Chidiak, and now Darko. Connor Starbo has to get past Schmal, goes to ground. And waves away by the referee. And full time here at the London Stadium. Hills United get 3 massive points. They're out of the relegation zone for the end of the round, and it's a 4-1 win for the hosts. A hat-trick for Yuakubu, and Glenn Kelshaw got the 4 goals for Hills United, whilst a late strike from Michael Conestarbo. A consolation for Spirit in the end. Been a tough couple of days for them, but it's going to be celebrations here at the London Stadium for Hills United. Thank you very much for joining us on the Football New South Wales YouTube page. Hope you're staying warm tonight, and join us back here tomorrow at 3 o'clock. We've got 3 games for you. And the final game of the round, Sydney Olympic vs Rockdale Linden at 5 o'clock. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.